And Madam President, I'm very pleased that the Senate has taken up the Farm Bill. I hope that we can pass this in the Senate and the House so that our nation's farmers have the certainty that they need to provide food for the rest of us. There are so many important pieces to this bill, Madam President, and it will be great for Minnesota and for Wisconsin. It contains, for example, provisions to support beginning and young farmers to help them start farming operations. I think the average age of a farmer now in Minnesota is about 58. We need young and beginning farmers. It contains important conservation measures so farmers can better protect their land, and it contains a comprehensive energy title that I helped to write in order to make our agriculture sector and our nation more energy independent. But above all, Madam President, the Farm Bill provides a safety net for farmers. That safety net is the centerpiece of this bill. The reason it's there is that agriculture is inherently risky. Just last year, we witnessed an historic drought that devastated the nation's corn and soybean crops and forced ranchers to cull their livestock. Agriculture is prone to weather disruptions, to drought, to floods, to hail, to pests and disease, and to global market forces that can drastically disrupt prices. That's why the Farm Bill's safety net is so central, so important. It provides disaster assurances for livestock producers. It contains crop insurance so that farmers have certainty over their planting decisions. The Farm Bill contains a dairy program to make sure that we have a healthy dairy economy in Wisconsin, in Minnesota, in Vermont, in New York, in other states. And that's why we have a sugar program to help protect our sugar growers. The program is important to Minnesota's sugar growers and to growers across the nation. In addition to protecting farmers, these programs enhance the domestic supply of food that is so important to our nation. Unfortunately, Madam President, some of my colleagues don't support a strong farm safety net, and they've decided to go after the sugar program in the Farm Bill this year. Let's be clear about one thing. By attacking the sugar program or any other farm safety net, they are helping to send jobs overseas. Ironically, this attack comes just a week after 60 senators supported a provision to make sure that some of the funds used in water infrastructure projects are used to purchase U.S. iron and U.S. steel. Well, some of the very same senators who are fighting for a domestic steel industry are now turning their backs on our farmers by pulling the plug on our sugar program. I also heard some argue that we should just let the free market work. Madam President, did you know that the government of Mexico is Mexico's biggest producer and exporter of sugar? That's not much of a free market. And Brazil, the world's largest sugarcane producer, spends billions of dollars to subsidize its sugar program. So let's be clear here. Removing the protections that we have for our domestic sugar producers will do nothing but kill an American industry and outsource jobs to other countries, to our competitors. Some have depicted Senator Shaheen and Toomey's amendment as nothing more than a rollback of U.S. policy to the pre-2008 policy. But let's be clear here. The reason Congress modified U.S. sugar policy in the 2008 Farm Bill was primarily because the provision in NAFTA, which allows subsidized Mexican sugar unfettered access to U.S. markets, that kicked in 2008. That's the reason it changed. The bill changed in 2008. The sugar program changed. So let's be clear, Madam President. Eliminating or weakening the sugar program is going to kill rural jobs in America. So I urge my colleagues to stand up for agriculture. I ask them to stand up for American jobs. I ask them to oppose Senator Shaheen and Senator Toomey's amendment.